Small towns are supposed to be safe. But sometimes, the scariest stories happen where you least expect them. A town where everyone knows your name, where the streetlights hum over empty roads at night, places that feel untouched by danger. But beneath that calm surface, darkness can take root. When evil comes to a small town, it doesn't just attack individuals, it scars the entire community. Tonight we dive into 3 true horror stories that shattered the peace of quiet American towns. From a hooded phantom in Texas, to a vanished woman in New Hampshire, to a brutal family murder in Kansas, these are the stories that haunt the heartland. So, turn down the lights, get comfortable, and prepare to hear about the times when the monster was lurking just down the road. Our first story takes us to Texarkana, spring of 1946. After World War II, life was simple until a hooded figure turned lovers' lanes into hunting grounds. On February 22nd, a masked man attacked Jimmy Hollis and Mary Jean Larry. Both survived, but terror had arrived. A month later, Richard Griffin and Polly Ann Moore were found shot in their car. The phantom killer was stalking the town. Fear spread. Gun sales soared. Doors were locked. The once innocent lovers' lanes emptied overnight. The phantom struck again. Betty Jo Booker and Paul Martin, both teenagers, were found murdered. The killer's final attack came at a farmhouse. Virgil Starks was shot through his window. His wife Katie barely survived. The Texas Rangers launched a massive manhunt, but the phantom left no trace. Suspects were questioned, but no one was ever charged. The killer simply vanished. The Moonlight murders remain unsolved, a chilling legend whispered for generations. In Texarkana, the fear never truly left. The phantom killer was never caught. Even in the safest places, a monster can emerge from the darkness. And sometimes, justice never comes. February 9th, 2004, rural New Hampshire. Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student, vanished without a trace. In the days before, Maura's behavior grew erratic. She crashed her car, lied about a family death, and withdrew cash before heading north alone. That night her car crashed on a snowy road. A passing bus driver offered help, but Maura insisted she'd called for a tow. Minutes later, police arrived. Maura was gone. No footprints in the snow, no sign of her in the woods. Her belongings were left behind, but her wallet, keys, and phone disappeared with her. Search parties found nothing. It was as if she'd vanished into thin air. Did she run away, fall victim to the elements, or meet someone with darker intentions? Theories abound, but no answers have surfaced. The small town was left with a ghost, a mystery that endures to this day. Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of America's most haunting, unsolved cases. Our final story takes us to rural Kansas, 1983, where the Peterson family was found murdered on their isolated farm. The brutality echoed Germany's infamous Hinterkaifeck murders, methodical, personal, and chilling. Kirk and Pat Peterson and their 2 children, John and Tiffany, were killed one by one. John was found apart from the others, suggesting he was lured away first. There were no signs of forced entry. The killer likely knew the family. Nothing was stolen. This was about annihilation, not robbery. The community was stunned. The Petersons had no known enemies. Investigators chased every lead. Disgruntled workers, relatives, even cults, but found nothing. The killer left no evidence and vanished into the Kansas plains. The case grew cold, a dark legend in the region. The illusion of rural safety was shattered forever. Like Hinterkaifeck, the Peterson murders remain unsolved, a terrifying mystery with no answers. The phantom, the vanished girl, the silent killer. These stories haunt us because they happened in places we thought were safe. They remind us that darkness can hide anywhere, even in the heart of small-town America. The real horror is the shattering of trust, the fear that lingers long after the headlines fade. Which story chilled you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you want more true tales of the strange and dark, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.